Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome new viewers to some more Stormworks. Today I thought we'd start working on our rocket, but I thought we might do things a little different. Let's jump into the workbench and let's talk about it. Alright, get to the workbench here. Alright, my reason for coming over to the hangar today is I want to start building a rocket for you guys, but I kept thinking, what is the point of the rocket? The rocket carries the payload, right? And if we don't know what our payload is, how do we design a good rocket? So I started thinking, yeah, what do we need? We need to be able to, one, land on the moon and maybe have like a little vehicle that can drive around and do rescue. So we need a tiny little moon rover, and we need a lunar lander. From there, we can start making our capsule and our rocket and things like that once we figure out actually how heavy this thing is. So that's my goal here today, is we're actually going to build our lunar lander and kind of build a spot that maybe we can cram a little vehicle in. And yeah, we'll see how far we get. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, first things first today, I think what we're going to start with is the actual, just the regular rocket here. Okay, let's turn this around like so. Let's go ahead and get mirror mode on here. And I think we're just going to start getting the legs figured out here, and maybe where all the fuel goes, maybe some RCS action, and we'll go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many is that? Let's just count it. 7. Okay. We'll do 7 here. All right, 7 there and 7 here. All right, that's pretty good. That should give us some room in here to actually store some stuff. Let's see. Let's fill this in. Let's fill this in. We'll get a base for this thing, like so. I think that's pretty good. So basically this area here will actually be a storage spot. Maybe we can cram a vehicle into this. I think we can go up a little higher than this, make an actual box out of it. I think that would be good. Something like so, and we'll go up from here as well, like that. I think now we can get rid of these guys, because they'll just be in the way. And somehow we got to figure out how to get a vehicle in here. I don't know if we'll get a vehicle in here. We might have to have it like stuck to the side or something. I don't know. The lunar lander is the most important thing. If we can't land on the moon, then we can't do anything. At least with the lunar lander, we could maybe get close to a rescue site or something like that if we don't necessarily have the rover. But with a rocket, it would be a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we've got our area here. Let's box this in. We'll go ahead and cap that off like so. Can we? Okay, sure. I'm sure I'll have to fill that back in later, but that's all right. All right, from here, we're gonna come out a little bit off of these. I think we don't want a complete square here. We want to give it some shape. So we'll just build out a little bit on the sides here. Whoops. And we'll come out on the back here. I think that's pretty good. Do we come out one more? Maybe one more? Let's see what this looks like. We'll come across like so. Actually, I think that might be pretty good. That might be pretty good there. Okay, let's stick with that. We'll do the same up top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Same on the back and the front. And now we can box this off like so. Whoops. Math, what happened to you? What happened to you, math? One more here and one more here. Okay, now we'll fill that in. Now we'll fill this in. And we've kind of got the bottom section of our pod now. This actually gives us room to put some tanks and things in here as well. Let's do something like this. This will actually help us, I think, connect. What do we have here? Up front, we've got hydrogen. Okay, let's grab some tanks. Will the huge ones fit in here? No, they will not. So we're gonna have to put our next best option, which looks like it's gonna be these guys here. So let's go ahead and slap a bunch of these in. And I think that fits. Why did you flip upside down? Okay, perfect. Now we can plumb all that in. Let's go ahead and reduce some of this weight here. We don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. All that is just extra mass. And we can do the same in here. We'll get rid of all these extra blocks. And we'll just put one row back, just because Stormworks, if it has, even if it's the same body, if it has like free floating, it can do some weird things to your vehicles sometimes. So all that is nice and done. What was this? This was hydrogen. Let's go ahead and get some pipes here. I'm gonna go ahead and start coloring these just so we can see what's going on here. And then we'll go ahead and get our blue in there. Let's see, let's go ahead and make these hydrogen. All right, and we'll make the other ones oxygen. So that'll be pretty easy. So we'll have oxygen, hydrogen on either side. Just like so. Now we're gonna pipe all this in. So let's get rid of this just for the sake of piping this in real quick. Let's get our, well, we're on blue, so we'll go ahead and use blue here. All right, so we'll pipe in this way. We'll get our T-piece. We'll pipe it here. Is that gonna be in line with that? Not directly. Okay, go down to a T-piece with that. We'll get some great pieces here. Come on, come on, there we go. We'll get another corner. More straight pieces will come all the way up. And we'll try to make it nice and neat here. Let's go ahead and curve this around just like that. And like so, and like so. Perfect. And then we'll just do the same thing for our hydrogen. All right, so we'll get our yellow so we can identify. We'll go with these. Grab another one of those. Grab one of these. Fill it in with these. Pretty simple, actually. Let's see. And then we'll need a couple elbows here. Bring it up and finish it with the... Oh, nope. We're going to grab that piece right there. And that's too tall. Bring it down. Cool. Super simple. And we are plumbed in. Now we have thruster power. So this should allow us to, one, slow down our trajectory towards the moon and get off the moon's surface and get ourselves back to what would be the Earth's gravity so that we can release our capsule here and actually make it back to Earth. So that would be our plan there. Nice. This gives us a lot of room in here as well to like store other stuff. We could somehow maybe figure out a way to cram a small vehicle maybe in sideways here. That could be a thing. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like this needs to be one taller. Let's make it an odd since we do odd in everything in this game. We'll do that. We'll come back here. We'll fix that. And we'll do all these. Just like so. Just like so. All right, I think that works pretty good. We can just kind of mimic that down here just to kind of give it some look here. Because eventually we will fill all this in, but I do want to have access here just while we're building initially, just so it's easy to get in here and manipulate. Yeah, all this will be filled in, all that'll be filled in. Okay, so now we need some legs to land this thing on. So we'll just come off the sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we will be good. Maybe 5. Let's try 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did not finish this down here. All right, there we go. And we'll delete that. All right, from here, we need to have the legs come down. And I think this would be the right angle. Does that look like the right angle there? That actually looks pretty good, honestly. Let's see about this. Let's put it on all sides here and just see what it would kind of look like. I think that actually might work. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Let's just work with it. And if we don't like it, we can always change it, right? Let's do that. Let's bring this down. Come in here. Let's fix these. We'll put a 1x4 on that. Give it some more structure there. I think that looks pretty good. 1x4 there, and I put it on the wrong spot. And we'll do a 1x4 here. Cool. From here, let's take some of this off. We don't need all of this. We can do like so and like that. Let's bring this up one more. I think that should be good. And let's match this up over on the other side. That should be good right there. Let's go get our pistons. We're just gonna get the small pistons here, and this is just gonna give us a little bit of a cushion when we land here. We also want our grip. Is that what these are called? No, what are they called? Traction? No, what are they called? What are these things called? Traction, friction pads. All right, we're gonna get some friction pads. We're gonna slap these guys on. Make sure you take these friction pads all the way down to 0. If you ever get that weird vibration happening and you're trying to figure out why is my vehicle shaking, it's because your friction pads are probably turned all the way up. We need another piston here and another friction pad. And that should be good there. Let's turn that one down. Nice. Okay. Now let's kind of let's make this look like it's got some actual supports here. So from here, what does that look like? Will that fit nicely? Kinda. What if we did that? How does that look? Kinda interesting. Let's check our smaller 1x2s. Let's see what those do. How does that fit? Kinda good, I guess. What if we go the other way with it? There we go down. Too much. So let's check our 1x4s now. Let's see what that looks like on a down slope. Rotate it, rotate it. It's not bad. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. We're gonna run with this, and we'll figure out how to connect all that up here in just a second. But I think that works. I think that works pretty good. So let's come in here. This is where it's gonna get interesting. We'll go like that, and then like this. Okay, that works. That was actually a little easier than I thought it was gonna be. Perfect. Okay, so we'll just do that for all of these. Block, block, and a wedge. Nice. And we'll finish it to the back. Block, block, and a wedge. Sweet. Okay, so we've got some landing leg support. Do I need any to go? I feel like there needs to be one like that, just for looks. Let's do it. Just for looks. We'll come in here and we'll do that. Just a little bit more support. Not that it needs it, but you know, I'm a visual person, so I've got to have that. I've got to have that. Which one am I deleting? This one? No, that didn't. Oh, I didn't have an extra block. There we go. We're good. We are good. We'll do it there, and then we'll come back here and we'll finish it here. All right. So I think that's the legs done. I think that's pretty good there. I'm gonna color my tanks here just cause we won't even see most of this anyway. This will all be closed in, but for demo purposes, you guys can see what's going on here. Now we need to kind of build up something for all this to sit on. What we're going to do is just grab a white block here, and we will just kind of patch all this in. Perfect. I think that works pretty good. Let's get some microcontrollers in here because I need to start setting this stuff up. And I think for what we're going to do is, you know what? Let's just add a seat here for now. We'll just do a regular seat. I think once we actually build our, come on, let's grab the seat. I think once we actually grab and build our lander, we're going to use the actual handlebar because that'll give us a lot of room inside. And I feel like that's going to be more how these things were flown and driven anyway. So we've got our seat. Let's grab our microcontroller for our RCS. Ooh, you know what? We need RCS. How do we want to put this on? Let's see. First, we're going to turn mirror mode off. That's going to be a thing. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just put, do we do one on top of each leg here? Or do we do it on top of whatever capsule this thing is? I think we're going to have like a capsule up top here. And then that's where the RCS thrusters will go. All our controls will go. Come on. Something like that. Does that look all right? I think that looks all right, right? Let's get rid of all that. There is our start of our moon lander. Let's get some RCS on here. Let's get our mirror mode off. That'll be a thing. And we're just going to put one at the bottom and the top right here. We're going to do the same thing down here. Bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, and top. This should be enough here to control what we need. If not, we can always add more. So that'll be a easy fix. Now, you know what? Let's make this a little easier. Let's put these here, and then we can actually pipe these in. All these can go down one. Perfect. And then we can actually just pipe them in right here with some compressed air. And it looks like I forgot one. So we'll take that. Let's put one back up here. There we go. Perfect. Let's get some pipes. Go ahead and get our straight pipes here. Let's go ahead and fill these in. And as we start building on this a little bit more, we will find that where we are placing these is not going to be the ideal area. So we will actually move probably our tanks at some point. But for the sake of getting this done and testing it, this is what we're going to be doing here. How much space does that take up? This could be good. This is the kind of tanks I want to use anyway. So we'll see. We'll probably have to use a giant tank underneath with compressed air in it. And I think that's what's going to end up running this in the future. But for testing purposes, this is what we're going to do. All right, cool. Let me go grab a microcontroller for this and we'll hook it up and then we'll see how it does. Okay, so I've got my RCS microcontroller here. If you were curious about what this is, I actually did a tutorial on this. You can go check that out. I left a link on the workshop as well with an actual demo of something similar to this that you can actually use and test out and see how everything works rather than just throwing the microcontroller at you. So yeah, that's what I've grabbed. So we're just gonna hook this up. This is really easy. We are gonna hook up seat 1 is gonna be our rotation control, seat 2 is gonna be our position control, and seat 3 is gonna be our strafe. From here, we also want to go composite. Composite's going to go into our seat, and from the seat, we're going to go into every single RCS thruster that we have, and just go like that. There we go, like that, and like that, and like that. From the seat, we're going to go back to our data. We're going to grab our up down. We're going to stick that on our throttle. We're going to put our W and S on our gimbal Z because we flipped that around, and left and right on gimbal X. We need an ignition source, so let's do spacebar for, where's spacebar? Spacebar is going to be our trigger for our thruster. And I think that's everything we need here. Let's spawn it in and take a look at it. Actually, not too bad. Not too bad. We are going to need a ladder or something here, so let's see. We could probably stick a ladder right in here, and that can make it real easy to get up here. Let's see, what happens if I delete those? Oh, that's going to look good. Pipe. Make it look like it's all connected. We've got a ladder for our lunar lander. Okay, so let's spawn us back in. Let's climb up there and see if anything is broken. Come on, ladder. Let's go. Okay, in the seat. All right, first of all, we're gonna do our thrust. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm already noticing an issue where my RCS is turned on when we are doing thrust as well. We might need to change that, but we are gonna test this. So I'm gonna pull this out of the hangar here. Let's go over to the launch pad where we actually have some room to fly around. All right, at the launch pad, let's spawn this in. Is it gonna fall into the, perfect. Okay, sweet, awesome. Okay, we're going to ONeal. All right, we've made it to ONeal. It looks really good sitting there, I think. Actually, I think it looks kind of very similar to the original lunar lander. And this is gonna be really cool because then we can take this, we can flip this upside down and actually just stick it straight onto our rocket. Since we don't have any issues with air resistance and things like that in game, we don't have to worry about having this close up, stay inside a container to where we have to flip our capsule around, dock with it, pull it out, and then use it. We can just have this thing straight up attached to our capsule, ready to go, and I think that'll make things a lot easier in game. So let's go ahead and get up the ladder here. Let's get in the seat, and I think we're just going to test these the RCS tip right now. Okay, and we're out of fuel. All right, I knew that was going to be a thing. We got up, we got down, and I need to change the seat. The seat is not working for me, so we're going to take this all the way up to 100% sensitivity, and what that does is actually turns this into a push button. That's the easiest way to do that, and that should make these a little bit more easier to use. I'm going to go ahead and save this. All right, we've saved it, and I'm going to go ahead and spawn this on the moon because the RCS thrusters aren't working very well on planet side here. We've got too much gravity. So let's see what it does on the moon and see if we can actually move around with these things. All right, we've just landed on the moon, and there is our lunar lander here. Let's get on top of it. Does the RCS work here? Yes, it does. Look at it. Nice. So that will give us our movements here that we need. Okay, okay. Let's boost this off here. There we go. Boost, boost, boost. Now let's see if we can adjust ourselves here. Can we rotate? Yes, we can do all the things. Nice. All right, so there we go. So we've got our learning to fly again. Learning to fly again. There we go. So let's see. Rotation control would be this one. There we go. Oh, perfect. Okay, so now we're settled. Let's see if we can actually land. Come on back down. Come on, lunar lander. Take me down. Okay, we are going down. Nice. Oh, are we gonna make a nice soft touchdown? Okay, so I see this working really well. I think this is gonna be something that we're actually gonna be able to use. I'm super excited about this. So yeah, we are just slowly drifting down here. And we are touchdown. Okay, that was a little harder landing than I expected. We need some speed sensors on here. We could have slowed down. Oh, yep, and we are now one with the moon. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you 100%. If you are enjoying this series, make sure you do a like on this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We will be back working on our moon lander some more. We've got to make a little tiny vehicle that hopefully can sit maybe underneath this thing or inside somehow that we could drive around. And we also got to figure out to close this in, put some sensors in it, things like that. We'll need a door on the top so that we can connect up to our spaceship. Lots of things that we need to add to this, but the idea actually works. That was my concern, is can we actually land back on the moon with this thing? Yes, I damaged it, but it will work. Our RCS thrusters work, our main thruster works, and yeah, it should be good to go here. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.